Happy Wednesday, lesson 56. Did you know when we get to lesson 60, we're going to be halfway done with the book? Oh my goodness. But this is the last lesson of this calendar year. We will have a test on Thursday, no math on Friday. Merry Christmas early. So let's power through this. Power up G, the one with the remainder. 7 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6 minus is 1. Remainder 1. 3 goes into 16. 5 times 3 is 15. Remainder 1. 4 goes into 15 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. Subtract, you get a remainder of 3. 5 goes into 28 5 times. 5 times 5 is 25. Remainder 3. 21 divided by 4 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Remainder 1. 15 divided by 6 equals 2. 2 times 6 is 12. Subtract. Remainder 3. 20 divided by 8 is 2. 2 times 8 is 16. Subtract. Remainder 4. How many times does 2 go into 15? 7 times. 7 times 2 is 14. Remainder 1. 5 goes into 43. 8 times gives you 40. Subtract. Remainder 3. 20 divided by 3 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18 when you subtract. Remainder 2. 27 divided by 6 is 4. It's 24. Subtract. Remainder 3. 25 divided by 3 equals 8. 8 times 3 is 24. When you subtract, you get 1. Remainder 1. 17 divided by 2. 8. 8 times 2 is 16. Remainder 1. 10 divided by 3 equals 3. Multiply, you get 9. Remainder 1. 30 divided by 7 equals 4. 4 times 7 is 28. Subtract, you get 2. Remainder 2. 25 divided by 8 is 3. 3 times 8 is 24. Subtract. Remainder 1. 8 divided by 3 equals 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Remainder 2. 30 divided by 4 is 7. 7 times 4 is 28. Subtract. Remainder 2. 32 divided by 5 equals 6. 6 times 5 is 30. Subtract. Remainder 2. And 50 divided by 7 is 49. Remainder 1. Mental math for today. Page 354. Lesson 56. Round 5 7/8 to the nearest inch. Cross out the denominator. Cut the denominator in half, you get 4. 7 is greater, so you're going to round up. Round up to a 6. 6 what? 6 inches. B says 12 3/8. Cut 8 in half, and you get 4. 3 is less, so you stay at 12. 12 what? 12 inches. C says 9 3/4. Cut the 4 in half, hi-ya, and you get 2. 2 is less, 3 is greater than 2, so you're going to round up to 10 inches. Letter D. D says, how much is 600 divided by 10, 620, 603? This was yesterday's lesson. So we got 600, and we're going to divide it by 10. Think to yourself, how many times is 10 going to 60? Or how many times is 1 going to 6? And that's 6. Now it's going over the second number here. 6 times 10 is 60. Bring down the zeros. And 10 goes into 0. 0 times. So your first answer is 60. It's nice and small. You got to fit 3 of them in here. The third one is 600 divided by 20. That's really like thinking about how many times does 2 go into 6. 2 goes into 6 3 times, so 20 goes into 60 3 times. 3 times 20 is 60. You get zeros, and 20 goes into 0 0 times is 30. And the last one there, 600 divided by 30. How many times does 3 go into 6? 3 goes into 6 2 times. 2 times, oops, I should have wrote it over this 0. Move it over a little bit. 2 times 30 is 60. You subtract, you get 0. And your answer is 20. 60, 30, 20. Letter E. How many days in 52 weeks? The number of days is how much less than 1 year. So you got weeks. Days, weeks is 7. 52 weeks times 7 days per week. 7 times 2 is 14. Carry the 1. 7 times 5 is 35. Plus 1 is 36. 364. How many days are there in a year? 365. So 365 minus 364 gives you 1. This number of days is how much less than 1 year? Yep, 1 day. So 364 and then 1 day is our answer. F. 1 mile is 5,280 feet. Dakota, that's the name, not the place. Dakota jogged the first 4,800 feet of the mile, and then she walked the remainder. How much did she walk? So it's a big old subtraction problem. 5,280 feet minus 4,800 feet. 0 minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 0 is 8. Cross out the 5. 12 minus 8 is 4. 480 feet. So she ran a long ways, or he, or she, and then walked the last little bit. G. 50% of 42 children have a birthday in January through June. What's 50% of 42? When I say 50%, you say 1/2. Divide by the bottom number. 42 divided by 2. Let's do short division. 2 goes into 4 twice, and 2 goes into 2 once. 21 what? 21 children. H. 6 times 8 equals 48. 48 plus 6 equals 54. 54 divided by 9 equals 6. 6 times 7 equals 42. 42 minus 7 equals 35. And 35 divided by 5 equals 7. H is 7. Problem solving. Problem of the day. Choose an appropriate problem solving strategy to solve this problem. Tiffany wrote a multiplication problem and then she erased some of these digits. She gave the problem to Joanna as a problem solving exercise. Copy Tiffany's multiplication problem and find the missing digit. 70 something times some number equals 600 and something 5. Now if it's going to end in a 5, we should have a rule that pops right into our head. It's going to end in a 5. One of these numbers has to be a 5. One of these numbers has to be a 5. All right. Well, what number would give us something that's going to get up into the 600s? Well, if I take 5 times 7, that's only 35. Ooh, that's not any good. 6 times 7, 42. 7 times 7, 49. 8 times 7, 56. 9 times 7 is 63. Well, let's go ahead and put a 9 here. We think it's a 9. The 5 has to go here then. So we got 9 times 5 is 45. That's right so far. Put the 4 up here. 9 times 7 is 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. Great job, guys, thinking through that. Got to use all of our rules and apply our knowledge. You're not done, though, because you want an A+. And if you want an A+ for lesson 56 facts, you have got to flip it over, divide in 6, and then you have to fill this up. Stay tuned for the next video to fill her up.